Hi there, my students. It is good to see you again. I hope you had a great spring break. Well, it is time for me to go over our book thief schedule. And this is a general schedule of what we're going to be doing each week when it comes to the book thief. Now, you see that the book thief looks very thick and very difficult. However, as you flip through, you'll notice that many of the pages, there's very little on the page. You'll also notice that um, we have 7 weeks to read it. And so you're going to have a lot of time to read this book. So something that looks that monumental and that big, when you break it into smaller parts, is not nearly as uh, breathtaking as it may seem. You'll also notice that each week you're going to have basically 2 assignments to go along with the book thief as you read. And I do expect to see these completed by Friday. And you'll notice it says on Friday you need to complete the response. It'll be on a Google slide. All this is going to be online. I haven't posted it yet because I want you just to look at this to get a general framework of what we're going to be doing with the book thief. So every Monday, you're not going to have anything due on Monday. It's a read day. You just read as much of the book thief as you can. I would ask that it not be the last thing you do. So don't say, "Oh, I'll get all my other subjects done. Then I'll try to tackle that 500-page book." No, set aside a half hour and say, "I'm only going to read during this time. It's going to be a quiet space. I'm going to put my sound silencing headphones on, or do whatever it takes for it to be quiet, and you're just going to read. You're just going to encounter the book." Now, I would try to read more than that if you can. Okay, I know that teachers are instructed not to give you too much work to do, so I know that you can get extra reading done if at all possible. So if you can't, that's okay, but give yourself, carve out between 30 minutes, 40 minutes, more if you can, just to read, okay? Then on Tuesday, there's going to be a question posted, and the question is not overly complicated. It's very simple, and I'm only requiring 2 sentences. Okay, you're in high school. 2 sentences. I just want to see that you are engaged with the book and you're able to answer a question about it. And it's mostly from your opinion based on, it's your response to what's going on in the book. Wednesday's a catch-up day. I'm not supposed to assign you any extra work, but that doesn't mean that it's not a day where you're not supposed to be doing something for English. It's just not like an assignment that's due. Okay, so I'm telling you, just read. Just read. Now, if you want to talk to me about the response that's going to be due on Friday, because you'll see it by then. You'll know what it is. This would be a good day for us to Google Meet, for you to just drop me a quick question in an email and I'll respond to you, or another way of communicating with me. But this is our catch-up day, okay? But it's really a reading day. Just read as much as you can, okay? Then Thursday is a day for you to work on your response because it's due on Friday. Work on your response and read. Then Friday, finish your reading, finish your response. It needs to be turned in by 3 o'clock on Friday. It's on a Google slide, and I will be putting that online very soon. I'll probably even have a screencast to explain how to do all this stuff. Over the weekend, if you didn't finish all the reading for the week, use the weekend to finish up, okay? So there's going to be between 80 and 130 pages. That's the most that you're going to get, okay? That we do in a week. Now, I know that sounds like a whole lot, but you can definitely do it. And if you can't get it all read, I understand, then finish it up on the weekend and then start fresh. If you can get ahead, that'd be even better, okay? So this week, you need to read the first 80 pages. The first 80 pages, that's the prologue and part 1. And if you don't have your physical copy of The Book Thief, I am going to post, or I have posted, the online version of it. It's the same read, it's just different pages, so you just need to read the prologue and part 1, and you saw that I posted that last night, that last night being Sunday night, today is Monday. So this is the general schedule. Now there's going to be other little things too, like for 2 out of the 7 weeks we have left, besides exam week, which is basically catch-up, for the 7 weeks we have left, there's going to be 2 Fridays, or 2 weeks where we're also going to have some grammar, and that does include this week. So you're going to see a diagnostic test on No Red Ink posted, okay? So make sure you do the diagnostic, and then you need to complete the practice for it by Friday. But trust me, it's not that hard, okay? Not that hard. It's on dependent clauses, just recognizing them not difficult. So then next week I'll give you a growth quiz over that. You are getting points for doing the practice online. So if you get stuck, make sure that you give me an email. Let me know you're stuck, and I'm gonna go on there, make sure that everyone's following along, everyone's doing okay. And again, this is just a general framework of what we're going to be doing over the next 7 weeks per week. Okay. Now, I will say there's 2 other small assignments. I'm basically throwing everything at you now, and I'm going to give you step by step. 2 other small assignments that are artistic that you're going to be adding to that Google slide with the response. That's response, response. Okay. 2 other little artistic pieces. But I'll tell you when those are due and what you can do for them. They're not overly difficult, and I'll do a screencast for that. If you have any questions, please shoot an email to me and get reading. Read. And I did put online that there are a few things you need to know about the beginning of the book Thief. First of all, it's being narrated by Death himself. He explains what he's really like as opposed to some of the typical imaginations of what death looks like. You'll also recognize that it does not follow a chronological order. It's going to kind of go back in time. You're going to see some pretty sad things at the beginning, but then it gets more lighthearted, but then there's all the other difficult things throughout the novel. And then Death likes to interrupt himself. You're going to notice that he interrupts himself a lot. He'll interrupt himself with some asterisks or with some bold or something like that. So don't get tripped up. It follows a pretty nice little flow, but then he kind of interrupts himself a lot. So look out for that. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. Take care now.